Today we are going to discuss a question from 2021 mains maths trigonometry. Question is the number of solutions of sine power 7x plus cos power 7x equal to 1, where x belongs to closed interval 0 to 4 pi is equal to. These are the options you have to select from. So our equation is sine power 7x plus cos power 7x equal to 1, where your x belongs to closed interval 0 to 4 pi. Okay. Now, as we know that sin x lies between -1 and 1, and cos x also lies between -1 and 1. So at the most, sin x or cos x can take the value of 1. And you also know that they cannot take the value 1 at the same time. Okay. So for sine power 7x plus cos power 7x to be equal to 1, either sin x will be 0 and cos x will be 1. This will be your case 1. Case 1. Okay. And what will be the case 2? Case 2 will be or cos x will be 0 and sin x will be 1. Then only this equality is possible, otherwise equality is not possible with 1. Also, its value will always be less than 1. Do you know why? That I will tell you. First of all, let us see. This is just for the knowledge point of view. You know that sine power 7x will be less or equal to sine square x. Why? Because value of sine x is lying between -1 and 1. So its integral value is -1, 0 and 1. Otherwise it is in fraction, and fraction is lying between -1 and 1. So when you raise power to the fraction, it will become more less. Yes or no? Means suppose if you are taking sin x as half, so half power 7 will be less than half power 2 for that reason. Similarly for the cos x also. Cos 7 power x will be less equal to cos square x. So when you add these two, what you will get? Sin 7x plus cos 7x less equal to sin square x plus cos square x. And this value you know. What is the value of this? This value is 1. Okay. So you can say that sin power 7x plus cos power 7x will be less equal to 1. Okay. But we have to discuss the case when this sine power 7 x plus cos power 7x is equal to 1. Okay. So this is only for the information point of view. This is not required in this question, but I have just used this concept because at the most I said that sine power 7x plus cos power 7x will be 1. Okay. Or at the least it will be equal to -1. But we have our question is for when this is equal to +1. Okay. So now let us proceed. First of all, we will discuss the case 1. So let us see case 1. Case 1 is sin x equal to 0 and cos x is equal to 1. So let us see how to solve this. You know that sin x equal to 0 means sine of 0 degree. Okay, so in this case The general solution for x will be according to the formula n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. Here alpha is what? N pi plus minus 1 power n. 0 degree means in this case n pi only. Okay, x will be your n pi. So you take n equal to 0. So what you will get? X equal to 0 degree. When n is 1, you will get x equal to pi. When n is 2, you will get x equal to 2 pi. When n is 3, you will get x equal to 3 pi. When n is 4, you will get x equal to 4 pi. Okay, in all these cases your angle will be 0. Now one more thing you have to keep in your mind, that since sine x is 0 degree, which is sin x is positive in the first quadrant and second quadrant, so we will accept these values. Okay, 0 we will accept, pi we will accept, 2 pi we will accept, 3 pi we will accept, 4 pi we will accept. Okay, now same time we have to check for the cos x equal to 1 also. So let us check for the cos x equal to 1 at the same time. So here only we will do that other part, that cos x equal to 1. So cos 0 degree and its general solution is 2n pi plus minus alpha. Here alpha is what? 2n pi plus minus 0 degree means 2n pi you are getting. This is the value of x. So when n is 0, x is 0 degree. When n is 1, x is 2 pi. When n is 2, then x will be 4 pi. When n is 3, what you will say? 6 pi. But 6 pi we will not take. Yes, because it is up to 4 pi only we have to take. So I will just remove it. So combining these two results, where your x is here starting from here 0 degree, 2 pi and 4 pi. So what are the common points? The common points are, can you see? Common points are 0 degree, okay, and 2 pi and 4 pi. Okay, these will be cancelled out. Why? Because it is not true for the cos x equal to 1. Why? Because cos pi becomes minus 1. Cos 3 pi also becomes minus 1. For that reason we want to have 1. Okay, so here we are getting how many solutions? Here we are getting 3 solutions, and though they are 0 degree and pi and 4 2 pi, sorry, 2 pi and 4 pi. Okay, now we will discuss the case 2. I think you have understood now. You can do it on your own also. Case 2 is cos x equal to 0 degree. Sorry, this is not, this is 0, number 0, 0 and sin x equal to 1. So again we will discuss one by one both cases. First of all we will discuss cos x equal to 0. So cos x equal to 0 means cos of pi by 2. Okay, I'm just drawing the line here only. We will discuss the two cases. Now cos x equal to cos pi by 2 means x is equal to 2n pi plus minus pi by 2. So when n is 0, you will see that x will be your plus minus pi by 2. But minus pi by 2 will not take because negative we don't want. So only pi by 2. when n is 1. That is why we are not taking n equal to negative also. So n is 1, so x will be 2 pi plus minus pi by 2. Here we can try for the plus minus sign both. So when n is 1 means 2 pi plus minus pi by 2. So this will give you two values. 2 to the 4 plus 5, 5 pi by 2. And one more value you will get here. 2 to the 4 minus pi by 2, that is 3 pi by 2. Okay. So this is in the range 0 to 4 pi, no problem. Now come to the n equal to 2. This will give you x equal to 2 to the 4, 4 pi plus minus pi by 2. On simplification, 2 4 is 8 plus pi, 9 pi by 2. And 1 is 2 4 is 8 minus pi, 7 pi by 2. If you will take n equal to 3, 3 to the 6, 6 pi plus minus pi by 2. So n equal to 3, x will be 6 pi plus minus pi by 2. So 6 pi plus pi by 2 already ignored because we have to restrict ourselves up to 4 pi. But 6 pi minus pi by 2, this will be also greater than 4 pi, yes or no? You can check it. 2 6 are 12. Minus 1 pi means 11 pi by 2. So you can see 290. 990. So it is greater than 4 pi, that is 720. So we will just not include after this. This is clear. Now we will discuss the another case. That is your sin x equal to 1. So sin will be how much? Pi by 2 here. For this the general solution is n pi plus minus 1 power pi by 2. So when n is 0, when n is 0, x will be equal to plus minus pi by 2, but we will take only pi by 2 because minus 1 power 0 is 1. Positive value you have to take 0 to 4 pi reason. N equal to, if you take 1, so x will be equal to pi, and this is only plus, sorry for that. So pi plus minus 1 power 1 pi by 2. So again you are getting pi minus pi by 2, that means pi by 2. Now for n equal to 2, sorry, you can change the color, but to make it uniform we will do this. N equal to 2, then what you will receive? X is equal to 2 pi plus minus 1 power 2, that is positive pi by 2. So this will give you 2 to the 4, 5 pi by 2. Again n equal to 3, if you see, let us see what happens. N equal to 3, so x will be 3 pi, and this will give you minus sign, pi by 2. So 3 to the 6 minus pi by 2. So again the same value we are getting. Come to the n equal to 4. Come to the n equal to 4. So n equal to 4. So x will be 4 pi, and minus 1 power 4 is positive. So pi by 2. Here you are getting 4 pi and greater than that. We have to restrict ourselves up to 4 pi only. So this value will just cancel it. So I will remove it. Okay. Understood? So what are the common values now you are getting? You can check from here. When n is 1, x is pi by 2. This is pi by 2. Are we getting here pi by 2? Yes. When n is 1, here it is 5 pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Next value, n equal to 1, we are getting pi by 2. So pi by 2 is also common. So just this is the repetition. Okay, same. Now n equal to 2, we are getting 5 pi by 2. 5 pi 2 is here. Okay. When n equal to 3 is 5 pi 2. Again it is same value. Now 3 pi by 2 is not present, and 9 pi by 2 is not present and 7 pi by 2 is not present. And you can check it also. 3 pi by 2, then sine will give you a negative value. Okay, because 3 pi by 2 is lying in the third quadrant. Similarly, 9 pi by 2 and similarly for the 7 pi by 2. For that reason also, these values are not included. At these positions, sine value will give you negative 1. So how many values which are common altogether? Pi by 2 and pi by 2 and 5 pi by 2 and 5 pi by 2. So solutions are, common solutions are how much? 2. So we'll say 2 solutions. And what are those? One is your pi by 2, another is your 5 pi by 2. So altogether how many solutions are there? Altogether we are having 5 solutions. Therefore 5 solutions. What are they? Just write it again. 0 degree, pi and 2 pi, sorry, and 4 pi and pi by 2 and 5 pi by 2. So which option is it? Option this one, 3. So option 3 is correct because you have to mark also. Option 3 is correct. So thank you.